Alrighty, guys. Kentucky gets a nice win against Vanderbilt, 69-53. Sheboygan 15-13. Toppin 12-10. Wallace 10-5. Rebounds, 1 assist. Reeves had 16 points. He's become our best three-point shooter. We also got Frederick playing good. Wheeler played 22 minutes, played a lot better. I think Wheeler will fit into the lineup. I just don't think he's a starter. Nothing against the kid. I just think he's not going to be the starter. So Kentucky shoots 56%, 6 of 16 on threes. What's up with that 1 of 2 free throws? You ever seen anything like that before? I've never seen nothing like that. 4 turnovers and 15 fouls to 5. So Kentucky blows out Vanderbilt, and now we head on back home to play Kansas. Kansas in a slump, people. Look at Kansas here. They lost to Baylor, TCU, and Kansas State, and barely beat Iowa State. And I was just looking at Kansas. I was like, look at their schedule. Look at Kansas the rest of the year. They play Kentucky, then they play Kansas State again. They play Iowa State again. They play Texas, number 10. Then they get an unranked team. Then they get an unranked one. Then they got the last 2 games against ranked teams. Kansas has a killer schedule. Their schedule is horrible. Look at this. They're 16-4, 5-3 in their conference. And look at that. They're struggling, people. That conference is unreal, that Big 12. It really is. So we'll go to the SEC now and look at Kentucky as we get ready for the big matchup. Alabama still dominating. Tennessee 7-1. Texas 6-1. They beat Auburn the other night. Auburn 6-2 now in the conference. Kentucky 5-3. We're right there. Couple games away. I don't know if anybody's going to catch Alabama. I really don't. I think Tennessee, Texas A&M, and Auburn can be caught. I believe we can catch those teams. But we have to keep doing what we are doing. So Kentucky now 14-6. I think they're ranked 29 in KenPom now. And now the Kansas game. This is going to be interesting because Kansas, they've lost 3 in a row. They was number 9 before the week started. They got beat again by Baylor. So it makes you wonder, Kansas is going to come ready to play. I mean, they lose this game. Can you remember the last time Kansas lost 3 in a row or 4 in a row? You remember that? I have no idea when that ever happened. It's been so long. So, a very interesting predicament for Kansas. I was hoping they would beat Baylor that way. I think they would have been more susceptible to Kentucky, but we'll see how this goes. I want to see what Kentucky has to show against Kansas. I'm confident this game is going to be at 8 o'clock. I'm sure it's going to be on ESPN. But I was going to look at their schedule here and see just how bad they got beat. Baylor beat them by 6. They got blowed out by TCU. They barely got beat by Kansas State and barely got beat by Kansas. And Iowa State, I mean. Barely beat Iowa State and like that. Okay, so I'm going to pick Kentucky to win the game. I'm confident this game. I'm not just saying it to say it. I'm confident we can win. We're playing better. But this is what I was talking about early in the week. Last week, we win these games coming up this week where we have beaten, started with Tennessee, beat Tennessee, Georgia, Texas A&M, who just beat Auburn. I called it this right here. This is going to tell us. We beat Vanderbilt, of course. This game is going to tell us where we are exactly because Kansas is still a good team. But I don't know how much their problem is just playing in a bad conference or what. I don't know what's going on with them. But I'm going to pick Kentucky to win. It's going to be a very interesting game. There's no doubt about that. We'll see what we're really made of. So, and one of the Kansas players talk like they're not really worried about Kentucky, just worried about, they said if they can stop Sheboygan, they can stop Kentucky. I think they talked about them like that or something like that. But this is it. This is the game that's going to tell me all I need to know about Kentucky. Then we head off to the road after that, Mississippi. So we'll see, people. We'll see how it goes for us. I'm hoping we can pull this out and get that big win. This will be a good confidence boost for our team. Of course, Kansas beat us last year. So Mississippi's last in the league. We play them next. Okay, so, well, anyway. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. I'll pick Kentucky to win. I'll say Kentucky pulls out a close one. Let's just call it 69-64. And Kentucky proves they are back. So we'll see. See how it goes. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and go Big Blue.